In this video coming up, I'm going to show you what I had for lunch when eating out at a restaurant with my friends the other day. It was not only delicious, but had plenty of protein. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm Debbie, the Starch Frenzy, and this is my channel where I share how you and I can eat the whole food plant-based way and have optimum health in doing so. This past Tuesday, some friends and I decided we'd like to go out for lunch and see a movie afterwards. Now, we all typically eat similar items, but we have a couple of us that have some dietary concerns. One of my friends is gluten intolerant. In fact, she's got celiac disease, so she absolutely has to eat gluten-free. And then there's me, and all of my friends know that I don't eat any animal products and no added oil. So we try to figure out places that everybody can be served and have something that they like. So we really haven't had too much trouble. This past Tuesday, we decided to go to a local restaurant. There's a couple of different locations, but it is localized to our area, I believe. It was called Universal Joint. And they typically move into old gas stations, renovate them, and have a big courtyard area out in front where you can eat outside as well as inside tables. It's a fun place. So wanted to share with you what I decided to have that would be a taste treat for me because I don't eat out a lot, and also something that I could enjoy with the girls, and they could all have things that they'd like to order. So I'm going to show you my lunch that I had, first of all, I started off with a big delicious salad. Now, I've learned since I've been eating the whole food plant-based way to now ask the server what comes on the salad. I never really thought about it before, and I had the salad with whatever they put on it. Well, I find more often than not these days they love to add cheese, shredded cheese or goat cheese, feta cheese, that type of thing. So I make sure to have them leave off the cheese. And also, I personally don't care for olives, even though they're fine to have on my type of eating plan. I just don't care for them. So if they do put olives on, I ask them to leave those off. Then, of course, I normally don't get croutons. And that's not hard for me because I normally rarely eat them anyway. So that's not a hardship. And it's just a vegetable salad. So here's a picture I'll insert here of a big delicious salad that I had, all veggies. And I always order it without dressing because I bring my own dressing in a small little packet carried with me in my purse. And then also for the main course, I had one of their appetizers. And at this restaurant, they make the most delicious hummus. And thankfully, first of all, I love hummus. That's good. But thankfully, it's quite a trendy item in the last couple of years at least. So I see more and more restaurants offering it. However, you do have to watch. I'm sure that almost all the restaurants add a little bit of oil while making the hummus, but some serve the hummus and then they drizzle extra oil on top of it, and that's just extra calories that I don't need, and I don't have any added oil in my typical diet, so I don't even like the taste of it added on there. So I ask them to leave the oil off if they do drizzle some on top, which they did. But they include tomatoes and red onions and cucumbers, and it is very, not only is it delicious, but it's very, very filling. So between the big salad, my pita bread is typically not made with any milk or egg. You can always look it up if you're concerned about that restaurant, but that's why I always order pita bread and not the naan bread. That does typically have milk and egg in it, and to me tastes very similar, but I always order the pita bread. And this restaurant makes nice, fluffy, warm pita bread. Oh, it's delicious. And then with the hummus and the vegetables, and then the big salad, I have plenty. So that was a great option for me. Now, they also offered a black bean burger. And sometimes the black bean burgers or the veggie burgers you may see at restaurants are just vegetarian. You have to always ask, see if they add any Parmesan or cheese in it if you're eating whole food, plant-based like I am. Or They can be vegan, so I always kind of check that out ahead of time to find out. I look online normally, and I sometimes, many times, ask at the restaurant as well. And this restaurant does have a black bean burger, and I've had it before at that location, but it's not my favorite black bean burger, so I'm loving the hummus. I didn't even eat it all because they do give you a very generous scoop of it. So, and it was plenty filling. So it was a treat for me. It was something that I could have with my friends, and they ordered lots of other different options. And there was something for our friend that doesn't have eat anything with gluten as well. So it was something perfect for all of us. So I thought that was a win-win for me. It was always fun to be out with my friends. So that's what we do, and that's what I did this past week. I find that more often that I do eat out at a restaurant, the more chances are that I'm going to somehow get sabotaged on my diet or eat something I really don't want to eat. And boy, you have to watch it, or that weight can just creep right back up on you. This is an ongoing challenge for me. Plus, I do it for my health. So, health with the weight and health with everything else in my body. So, it pays to be careful. But there's definitely times that you can go out to eat and have a good, healthy, delicious meal with your friends and still have your wonderful social life. I sure enjoy it myself. Thanks so much for joining with me today. That's all I have for you. But I wanted to leave you with, please let me know in the comments below if you'd like to, what you do. Do you have a favorite go-to meal? Just say your friends come up and say, hey, let's go out Friday night. Your husband wants to go out for dinner. What's your favorite? I have a couple of favorites that I like to go, and that I know it's going to be nice and easy to eat and order out at a restaurant. But I'd like to know what you do. Do you go get rice and beans at a Mexican restaurant? Or do you opt for Asian food? What's the easiest thing for you? And we can all learn from everybody's tips. So please let me know what you like to do. Or maybe you've been struggling with ideas of what to do. So let me know. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking it. I so appreciate it, and it helps me. And then I know what kind of content to provide for you all. Don't forget to share it with a friend if you think that they might get some use out of it. And don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell if you'd like to see more future videos from me.